Right, I've got an hour to kill. I thought I'd go around in the fields behind our house where they're building the new estate. I got a silver sixpence over there behind that house when there were no houses. Made a good job of this footpath though. Now I've got to go to the end of here, next field before I can hit green fields again. Okay, end of the footpath, and I'm now back in the fields. Got a bit of a mess there. I fancy that field, not this one, but that next one. Never really got anything in that field, so I'm going to have another look. Blackberries are out, and I know where to come for the holly berries. Well, after a dozen or more 45, 50 signals, all of which would be silver paper, I only dug the first milk bottle tops. This come up quite a nice 94. Patent pending 284093. But what it is used for, I don't know. That looks like it clamps on something. Heavy bronze, and heavy. Right, this field is full of milk bottle tops, silver paper. This was a slightly higher signal, and it's just a slightly bigger piece of tin foil. Knife guard, yeah, probably more army webbing buckle. Well, there's one for the modern history buffs. Decker. Now what did they make? It looks like a control of some description. This hillside, it's full of tin cans, rubbish. That's not the real fence. See the wall up there? That's the real. They've come down about 20 feet. And over the other side is where they would have been sitting. Bit unfortunate. Still, I've got an 1820 bronze halfpenny, good nick. I won't varnish this one, it looks good as it is. It's a bit foggy. There's a new one on me. It's part of a metal bowl. Can't see anything on it, but I've not had one of them before. 2011. Oh, now that's more like it. I don't think that's a cartwheel. It's as big as a cartwheel, but it doesn't seem to have a rim on it. Maybe a token. Big, heavy coin. Brillo. Will I get you home? George, probably George 3, around about 1800. Oh, squawky lead seal signal, except it's a lead washer. Hey. Okay, I'm off back now. I just wanted to do that slope there underneath those. That's just below the village. There should have been a lot on there. I got one bronze halfpenny, a modern penny, and that huge Georgian coin. There should have been more though. Should have been more. Oh, look at that. Come from deep, 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 deep. I mean really deep. But what are you, eh? What are you? You don't feel thick enough for a coin. You look to be a badge of some description, I think. Yeah, we got letters on that side. I'll take you home, clean you up. Wow, you were deep. Very little signal. Oh, look at that. Just been dropped, look. Still silver. On its Cooper nickel. And welcome to the roundup. Surprising. An hour at the back of, in a field at the back of my house. Hammered that field loads and loads of dozens of times, and it's still producing, look. Right, what we got? Let's go through. This looks like a fitting off a door, a latch, a window catch. And I've said it before, brass gets very brittle, and if you try to straighten things, they break off. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. Don't straighten them. You'll break them. Now, lead. Big chunk of lead, bit of copper strip. I think this is cast iron. I think it is. It was probably a bowl for melting lead. But it's very brittle cast iron. It just breaks. Here, I'm not sure this is part of the same bowl or a similar bowl, and again that's broke. Looks like that's been used for melting copper. Boom. This is off I think it's army webbing. It's not strong enough for a knife guard, and it's made in 2 bits. Look. Right. Now, it's find things with names on day to day. Look, Decker. That's a famous name for something. I just can't think what. It says Decker in there as well. On the inside, I think it was radio. I don't know. I think it was radios. I'm not sure. This. This obviously screws onto something else, and maybe it's a seed dispenser. I don't know. It's very heavy, it's brass, and it's very strong. Little lead washer, got me going. Actually found a seal. This is a seal. Funny enough, it's a tubular steel, which is a tube, but they got this little thing in the middle, look like that, if you look through. Let's see if I can get it, show you. And I'm not sure, Stuart will fill us in on this. I think it's for things like electrical fittings, just sealing your meter or something. They put the wires either side of there, look, and then squash it flat. It's been around a while. The lead is oxidized. Now this thing that came up from a tremendous depth. It's a tag off something. Look, it was stuck on with two iron nails, and there's a WA, and then I'm running out. There's an E and an R. I think it says Walker, but I'm not sure. And the bottom one definitely says Leeds. I think it says Walker Leeds, but I'll be very happy for someone to put me right on that. Yes, indeed. Coins. Surprisingly, I got 4. Look at this. 2011. It's only been there 3 years. This, okay, this was dropped yesterday, but it's 1982, so it's been around for 32 years. But it's only got lost yesterday. Did this? It hasn't been in the ground at all. These things discolour within a matter of weeks. And then quite a nice bronze halfpenny. 1920, indeedy. And then this. I don't think it's a cartwheel. It's as big as a cartwheel. It's as heavy as a cartwheel. That would make it 1797. But I think it's a token, and that would make it about 1812. There's, you see that? That looks awfully like George the Third there. Can you see Get this just right. You've got to know these coins. That's his. There's his face. Look, there's his eyebrow, his nose, and he's just in front of me. That's his head. Can you see him? Not sure if that. There he goes. That's better. Once you know what you're looking for. It looks to be George III, but it doesn't feel right. Now, if that's the head, it should have Britannia that way round. But there isn't one. She's not there. So, come on, you coin experts, token experts. It's not a cartwheel. But what is it? Look, you can... It almost looks Spanish, with that sort of small head. Oh, that could be an illusion. But there's that definite, that 1 or a 7 there, stuck up. So there we go. An hour out in the backfield, and you still find stuff. Look, interesting. It's out there. Go get it. Till I see you later. You take care. Bye.